Let's start today's session. Reciting Namo Tassa 3 times together. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Sama Sambuddhassa. Okay. Okay, welcome everyone and good morning. Yeah. Today we have to recall what we have learned in related to the Satipatthana. So the benefits of Satipatthana and 4 kinds of Satipatthana: Kaya, Vedana, Citta, and Dhamma. There Kaya, we already mentioned 3 kinds of Kaya, but only 2. Asasa, Pasasa, which is called breath, and breathe in and breathe out. That is also because our breath is the group of the collection of materialities, the group of materiality itself. Although we just know in conventional understanding, we just know as this is just a breath, air. But actually, this air itself not only is existing a single reality. According to the ultimate sense, the group of materialities are there. That's why that is also called Kaya, because the meaning of Pali word Kaya is a group, aggregate or groups. So Asasa Pasasa Kaya, and also Karaja Kaya, physical body, especially it's easy to notice that our physical body. And these 2 can be regarded as the Kaya. And if we contemplate on these 2 kinds of Kaya, that is Kaya Nupassana. You have to know what is Kaya Nupassana. If you will contemplate on that and you make sure you are contemplating something, because if you are contemplating Kaya but still thinking as Vedana or Citta, it's not correct. Because if it is not correct and you will misunderstand about its nature. So in the Sutta, what the Buddha said is, if contemplating in body, contemplating body in body like this. So it should be match each other, the object and understanding, because the purpose of contemplation is in order to know as they really are. And second one, Vedana, we already mentioned that pleasant and unpleasant. Pleasant feeling, unpleasant feeling. In the Sutta, is also, there's one Sutta it mentioned about the feeling. Let me check the Sutta. Have you ever read this sutta? Yeah, not Nalanda. The almost the end. The 49 sutta. Sorry, have to go. Okay, here. Wait, please. So go to 49 sutta. You will see. Yeah, okay. The 49 sutta, they mention about the three feelings. The three feelings, pleasant, painful, neither pleasant nor, neither painful nor pleasant feeling. Just mention that. These are three kinds of feeling come in the sutta itself. But if we divide it according to the Abhidhamma, it becomes 5. Because the pleasant feeling, some pleasant feeling come through the physical contact. Physical contact, that is called the physical pleasant feeling. So body pleasant feeling, we call that. Then some pleasant feeling come through only in mentalities. So mental pleasant feeling. So pleasant feeling can be divided into 2. If come through the physical contact, that is bodily pleasant feeling. If just come in the mind, mental pleasant feeling. So when you contemplate on your feeling, you should know, because in the deeper level of Satipatthana practice, it will go to the condition, not only arising of the Dhamma nature, the arising of the feeling. It needs to discern the condition of the feeling. So in that case, if you are focusing on the bodily pleasant feeling, there must be certain conditions related to the physical contact. It will be different from the mental pleasant feeling, the condition of mental pleasant feeling, right? So this is the reason we need to classify into 5. Otherwise, why you need to classify into 5? Only 3 mentioned in the sutta itself. So yeah, if you know some pleasant feeling arise due to the physical contact and some pleasant feeling arise due to the mental contact. In this case, you can keep in mind only 3 also. It doesn't matter. In order to make easier. So we classify into 5, right? Now you understand the 5 classification. Then for the painful feeling also, some painful feeling come through physical contact, right? Sitting long or bitten by the insect, mosquito, something, come the affliction or something, painful feeling come through the physical contact. Some painful feeling only in mental condition. We call that is unpleasant feeling, a mental unpleasant feeling. So it is good to know the painful feeling can be in 2 means, the bodily painful and mental painful. So mental painful, normally we use the word displeasure feeling. So sometimes it's not related to the physical contact, but so much pain in your mind, right? In that case, you need to discern the condition as well. What are the conditions? My body is in the really comfortable condition, but my mind is not happy. What happened? Right? Is it possible? Yeah. While you are sitting in the luxurious seat or sleeping there, you cannot sleep, right? In the comfortable bed, you cannot sleep due to the mental affliction, mental displeasure. Then if we design no physical contact for that displeasure feeling, these are called the mental displeasure or mental painful feeling. So when you contemplate on these feelings, in order to know feeling as they really are, according to their nature, without any the judgment, prejudgment, or fabrication, imagination, just learn about the nature of the painful feeling with their condition, with their origination. Then in Buddhism, it is important when you practice some, in any meditation, trying to learn about the nature, to know as they really are. If it is not just concentration, maybe sometimes even it's not according to the Buddhist practice, just what the teacher make himself. So you can make clear the purpose of Buddhism is to attain the wisdom. If it is not, if the path are not leading to, if the path of practice not leading to the achievement of wisdom, is not according to the Buddhist purpose. Okay? So in nowadays, many interpretation come, many practice invented by different teachers. You may easily get confused with these kind of complicated system of practice or theory. Then by following the endless, they can make more complicated. They can keep you there long time. Do it. You will see later, but 10 years later also, you will not get any knowledge. Just following them. This is their way. Or the Buddha just instruct you to develop the wisdom. Maybe in some case, the former steps not directly connected to wisdom when you are trying to calm down your mind. At that moment, no, you are not learning, but you're trying to calm down, because without calmness, when the mind is heated up, you cannot realize the nature as they really are according to their nature. Now, just like when you see your face, when you're trying to look your face in the still water, the water is still and not moving, and you can see reflection of your face. But when you put the water on the stove, when the water is boiling, you cannot see your reflection of your face. In the same way, when your mind is heated up by the defilements or mental hindrances, you cannot see the things, the nature of the things as they really are. That's why calmness is very important. Calmness. Sometimes sleeping, the sleepiness or drowsiness is better than the restlessness. I think. At least you can take a rest. Now, when you're meditating, remember that, and when you're asleep, drowsiness come, okay, better than restlessness. At least I can rest like this. So then try to wake yourself up so that you can contemplate. Okay, so now I'm just trying to remind you the Buddhist way of practice is the final goal is to achieve the wisdom. If any practice or any teaching or theory reject to the attainment of wisdom, this is not Buddhist teaching. I can say that. The wisdom is not important if somebody say in this case, it's not. So maybe formal stages, calmness, concentration need to establish. But this formal stage also not support to wisdom. If it is not support to wisdom, this also not reaching to the purpose of Buddhism. So just practice concentration alone without any purpose to attain the wisdom or insight. It's just for your realization. This is we can say the mundane affairs to make you happy. And some people, just like the concentration, they use the drugs, right? Their mind concentrated. They think the calm and concentration. And they say, "Oh, we don't need to meditate long, and we just take small pill. It calm down." There's some neurologists out there. They know how to calm down. But this kind of situation cannot support for the attainment of wisdom. Sometimes, even the medicine, if the mind is really running around, cannot calm down. We need the assistance of the drug as well. Not the strong drug, the light, the light, how to say that, power drug to calm your mind down. Sometimes the food, if we consider it's not drug, and if we consider as a food, put into the food and eat it, comfortable, mind easy to calm down. You can say it is good. Even sometimes temperature, if temperature is too extreme, too cold, you cannot concentrate. What do? You make warm. If it is too hot, you cannot concentrate. Calm down, cool down, right? No, yeah, there's a Buddhism should not be so extreme. So extreme. It's not extremist. The Buddha, he got enlightenment following the middle path, right? Remember that. The purpose to attain the enlightenment is wisdom, or through the inside knowledge. Now, this inside knowledge can be supported by some factors of mindfulness and effort together, concentration. Through the concentration, you can take wisdom. This is Buddhist way. So meditation is for that case. Yeah, because different kinds of meditation, even I have heard about the different kinds. Some they make the kala mesh meditation, right? They mix together with they make the beautiful color with the concentration, strong concentration, and some tea making meditation. You don't know?
Never heard of it.
Yeah, different traditions have a different kinds. They think that, they can use meditation because meditation is English word, is not belong to ourselves. That's why the one meditation is not enough to represent Buddhist practice. The Buddhist practice, in order to have the precise meaning of our Buddhist practice, we should use the word bhavana. Bhavana. Yeah. So, dana, sila, bhavana. Yeah. In Myanmar, very, very clear, very familiar with these words. Dana, generosity, sila, moral precept, and bhavana, mental development. How do you translate for Burmese speaker? How do you translate bhavana into Burmese?
Something.
Yes. Bhavana, ပွားများတယ်, ကျင့်ကြံတယ်, like this. So this is ပွားများတယ် development. Yeah, ကျင့်ကြံတယ် practice. So practice to develop mental qualities. This is called bhavana. So usually we keep not translating, the bhavana, right? So sometimes they are auto, they are auto. Also make it up for only, it cannot match with the bhavana as well. So it means, the word bhavana have the precise meaning. That is development. Bhavana is development. Well, develop your certain qualities to attain the enlightenment or to attain the state of concentration, which is called jhana. That is called bhavana. So basically, if we teach Buddhism, and the important part is 10 meritorious deeds. Have you ever heard about it? 10 meritorious deeds. Kusala Kammapata. 10. You should know, if not, you should research on that. You should find out what are these 10 meritorious deeds. Let's begin and come Dana, Sila, Bhavana. Then extended these 3 into 10. Okay, no, I'm not talking about these 10 meritorious deeds. I just talk about Bhavana. In the case of Bhavana, it can be in different kinds and the name of meditation. In this case, you have to make sure if you want to practice Buddhist Bhavana, that must be leading to development of insight and wisdom. The final goal is insight and wisdom. If there's no insight and wisdom in the highest point, there's no Buddhist practice. Yeah. Okay, so now when you try to learn about the nature of feeling, so you should not start just feeling. No. Oh, this is painful, this is pleasant, this is painful, this is pleasant. In that case, just mindfulness. Now, when you're meditating, you will contemplate on the feeling, or body, or consciousness, or phenomena, Dhamma. But for the further step, you should try to know the origination of them, condition of them, because they are not arising by their own, they are without any condition. They also arising due to their specific condition. When you discern these conditions and feeling in connection, your view becomes straight. Cause and effect relationship. So now, Satipatthana, in brief explanation, given 4 objects to contemplate on. Go beyond that, it needs to discern the condition or origination of them. Yes, this is connecting to the deeper level. So now you see the 3 kinds of feeling mentioned by the Buddha, but we can understand how many kinds? 5, right? Pleasant, bodily pleasant, and mental pleasant. Then painful, bodily painful, and mental painful. Mental painful, displeasure. Yeah. Then neither painful nor pleasant feeling is only one kind. Only one kind. Because you but this is too much for Abhidhamma if we explain why it's only one kind. But actually, you can regard it as only one kind. Whatever neutral feeling, just mental only, just mentalities. Okay, so the foundations of mindfulness, 4 foundations of mindfulness is in order to fully understanding about these 3 kinds. So it means you cannot fully understand without practicing 4 foundations of mindfulness about the feeling. So if you want to understand, trying to contemplate on the feeling, you will learn more and more, and finally you will understand fully about them. right? So through study, you can collect the information only, the just conceptual understanding only. The experiential understanding can obtain through the practice only. So after this session, afternoon session, when we meditate and try to keep in mind. So through the practice, by myself, I have to contemplate on the feeling. What is feeling? There must be a question. What is feeling first? If you can identify this is feeling, then you can identify either pleasant or painful or neutral. Then you know, oh, this is pleasant feeling, this is painful feeling, or this is neutral feeling. Then you're trying to contemplate them first, so that you already make familiar with the nature of feeling first. After that, go beyond that. How this feeling pop up, right? Feeling is not easily all the time there. When the feeling come up as your object of contemplation, there must be some condition behind that feeling. Then you're trying to know. It needs more concentration. That's why we need to practice step by step. First of all, from the beginning, calm down your mind, right? Calm down your mind. Then when your mind is calm and you trying to observe them, trying to contemplate them so that you can clearly see them first in their own nature. Then you're trying to identify, oh, this is feeling, this is consciousness, this is mind, or this is body, or this is the other phenomena, Dhamma. So these are three classifications. It doesn't matter whatever you are contemplating on. The important point is you need to know them as their own nature, right? Okay, so today, remember there's three feelings. In order to fully understand three feelings, you have to contemplate for foundation of mindfulness. That's all. This should have just mentioned this, right? Then we will go back to the Bhikkhunis quarter. Okay, so going to the Bhikkhunis quarter, before you meditate today, I want to give you some more information about the Satipatthana, the method of practicing Satipatthana there. Okay, here, the sutta is in the name of Bhikkhunis quarter, 10 sutta, number 10 sutta. So if you have a paper, you can go there. Then there, in one morning, the Venerable Ananda going for Armstrong. Then he visited to the Bhikkhunis quarter. Bhikkhunis quarter means the residence of the Bhikkhuni. And sometimes the monks, they visited to the Bhikkhunis quarter, but they cannot visit there very early, before dawn time, or then after sunset. They cannot stay there according to the rule. So daytime, the Venerable Ananda, after dawn time, when he was going to Pinapata, and then he visited to give a Dhamma talk to them. Then the Bhikkhunis report to the Venerable Ananda how they are practicing the Satipatthana. Now, dwelling with their mindful mind, their mind was established in 4 establishment of mindfulness. I mean, they are practicing. Then they perceive successively a loftier stage of distinction. This is their achievement. If you practice it, you will get this kind of benefit. So they reported they are practicing and they get such kind of benefit. Then Venerable Ananda say, yes, so it is. You're true, and it may be expected for anyone. In this case, what you can see, what you see. Can you say anything? And remarkable point here, according to the conversation so far. Here, it may be expected of anyone.
So which means regardless of your like ethnicities or
Right.
religion or and
Right,
anyone can practice.
right. So, nowadays the popular topic is gender discrimination or any discrimination about from the religion, right? So here in Buddhism, the main teaching of Satipatthana is regardless of gender discrimination, gender difference, or ethnic difference, anyone. So now the bhikkhuni, these are women, they attain. So anyone, whoever practice, they can get the benefit in the same level, equality. In the practice, no different at all. So no discrimination in Buddhism. You can say that.
So I have a question here. So as a Buddhist, we have already learned many times that only man, of course, anyone can attain Nibbana, liberation, but only a man can become a Buddha.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
of course, as a Buddhist, I understand the fact this is not about gender inequality or something. But if I have ever discussed this with my friends who are from a different religious background, they think this is like kind of why can a woman become a Buddha?
Yeah. Right.
And this is an act of like gender discrimination, and this is already it is, and I have no. I don't know how to explain.
Yeah.
So if you were in that position, how would you respond to the question?
Actually, if we say that the men are also losing to have a baby for themselves, the modern life, the men cannot get it. Now, for the scientific invention, possible, but it's not naturally happening. Also, for this kind of the statement, or the man can be a Buddha, is just identifying to talk about the nature. Is naturally already different, not discriminating, just talking about the difference, different opportunity. So the men are losing for the opportunity the women get because of the different kinds, already different. So we should know that differentiation and discriminating. Differentiation is already indifferent, and we just make the different things as different things. Discriminating, maybe we trying to look down and you're trying to something, trying to make it especially different. So if we just say the man and woman are already different, so it's not discriminating if we call the woman as woman, man as man. Nothing is better than the others. That's why such kind of interpretation we can see just a differentiation. And if we say, oh, the man is better than woman, or woman is better than man, or if we say that and we recognize in any rules and regulation or something, that is discriminating. So in order to attain the Buddhahood, and that is talking about the nature, the Buddha didn't make any specific rule. One can become a Buddha, or the other cannot be a Buddha. It comes in nature. That's why, it is just like the one who passed, he can attend the graduation ceremony, and who failed cannot attend. It's according to, already recognized. He just followed. He didn't make the rules and regulations. Also, none of the Buddhists cannot make it. If make it by himself, you can say that is discrimination. Yeah. So yeah, I would say to consider about the discriminating and differentiation. Okay, so here for the practice, the bhikkhuni also can attain. I mean, the woman also can attain, can achieve the benefits of the satipatthana. This is the evidence. Yeah. So you don't need to change to the man's life. You don't need to wait for the next life to become a man to practice. No, you can practice. Or women can practice and attain. Then Pranava Ananda gives Father Dhamma talk to inspire them, to gladden them, the bhikkhuni, and the others still not attain yet, and so that they can make more effort. Then he went back after that, and he approached to the Buddha, and he reported about this. And also the Buddha, he said, yeah, it may be expected of anyone. Buddha also approved. This is not only Pranava Ananda as well. This is the Buddha's approval, come with the Buddha's approval. Then the Buddha developed the Dhamma talk in this case. Here, and I'm talking about there are 4 kinds of contemplation. In this case, when he is contemplating, when the meditator, when the meditator, he or she, whoever, is contemplating the body in the body, there arise in him, based on the body, either a fever in the body, or sluggishness of mind, or the mind is distracted outwardly. Have you ever had this kind of experience when you are contemplating on your body?
Yeah, many times.
Many times, okay. Fever in body, mean when you are sitting long, or 10 minutes, more than 10 minutes, or 15 minutes later, what happened? Your body is not comfortable anymore. Right? You may think, oh, I'm not in fever, but actually it comes in the different level. Maybe you don't need to take medicine. What you need to do is to make change of your position, or to move around, right? So you guys are moving around while you are meditating, right? Changing the posture, because already the fever, uncomfortable situation come up in the body. Or sometimes sluggishness comes, and you're so sleepy. Cannot contemplate on the right object anymore. And also sometimes distraction comes. The mind is going out all the time. This is common, right? So here in this Sutta, the Buddha gives the 2 methods. 2 methods. The first one is, okay, what you should do here, that bhikkhu should do, you should do. Direct your mind towards some inspiring sign. This is the point. Inspiring sign. A sign, an object, we can say the object, a sign, the same. No, when you just see what is a sign? So you open up and you will look for the sign. No, not necessary. While you are meditating, consider that when you are meditating, contemplating on body, okay, paying attention, contemplating on the body and body, but the few minutes later, the mind already get tired. Through that, the body already get tired, right? Yeah, at that time, you should look for inspiring sign, such as recollection of the Buddha. When you already learn about the virtues of the Buddha, greatness of the Buddha, Buddha is what kind, and you shift your object from the body to the Buddha's virtue. What happens is, if you really know about the Buddha's virtue, recollection, okay, Buddha, he is Sammasambuddha, he know by himself. He know by himself true Dhamma well. Right? And the third one, Vichacharana Sampanna, is practice and knowledge completer. Buddha is such kind of person who has the practice and knowledge complete in the highest level. Your mind become rejoiced. That the Buddha's virtue is inspiring sign for you. Okay. Now you know when you are meditating and then the mind is getting sick of that object. But the object is right, but still you cannot be expected. I can meditate long time by that object, the right object. It's maybe you can watch a movie for 2 hours. You cannot you cannot contemplate your body. 10 minutes it is at the beginning, right? Yeah, the mind is not happy with that. So in that case, your mind become tired. If you are not, paying attention the nature of your mind, you cannot make it to follow you to meditate. You have to follow the mind, it's running out all the time, come back when meditation session is done, finished, right? So you should learn about the nature of your mind, and you know it. When your mind already start to against, keep doing this, you know what to do. You should know what to do to train. Now, if the trainer, for example, the dog trainer, he should know about the dog, right? About the dog, then he can train. If he does not know about the dog, he cannot train. If you train the children the same, now you are training the most difficult one, mind. Mind is the most difficult one to train. Maybe you may be expert in training in other case, train to others, right? So the mind is the most difficult one to train. That's why you should pay full attention on that. Meditation is that. If you are not paying attention on your mind to learn about your nature, the nature of your mind, you're trying to focus on the object, you cannot be successful. Because you're just trying to know about the object. You are not trying to know about your mind. The mind is something to train, right? You just know about the ground. You don't know about the dog. You cannot train the dog. Same thing, right? Okay, so now you get the important point. When you are meditating, learn about your mind, the nature of your mind. When it's tired, it has a sign. Or no more happy, no more interested in the breath or in the body, then it go. And you try to get it back and put there and you run. The mind is faster, very, very fast. You just put here and then it's already out. Right? Take it back and then put on the breath and then you just one breath, two breath is already out. So know about the nature of your mind. Then, okay, so you should decide, this is the time I cannot keep it here in the same object, and I should make it happy by the inspiring sign. Sometimes the Buddha is virtue, sometimes the greatness of the Dhamma, or this is the Dhamma that can lead me to liberation, to happiness, to calmness, whatever you want. You can pursue the mind. Okay, so the greatness of the Dhamma, the greatness of the community, whatever inspires you to be in the practice. You can use it. Sometimes loving kindness, compassion, whatever inspiring sign, you can use it. Okay, now this is the first method. When the mind already gets tired and sick of, and you should lead your mind toward the inspiring sign and make them happy, make them relax. After that, when it arises, what happened? You see the gladness is born. When the mind matches with the object, it happy, then the gladness arise in the mind. So with the gladness, it's just like the baby want to play something, and if you give the toy, and it stay there. Otherwise, oh, I want to go back. Okay, you give me chocolate. Like this, stay more. If stay more, you can teach. Then when the gladness come up, the rapture, right? So the rapture, piti, rise. When the rapture come up, the tranquility come. This is the logical process. You can identify by yourself. Then when the mind is tranquil, the bodily experience of mentally tranquility, then happiness come. So now you see the cause of the happiness. The cause of the happiness, what are these? Starting from the gladness. Or on the other hand, we can say this, the basically satisfaction. You need to make your mind satisfied with the object. When your mind is not satisfied anymore with the body or feeling or mind, or you need to switch to the inspiring side. Make the mind glad to stay with you, to stay in the practice, not to go back home or office, or when you observe, you will see that the yogi, they reported, oh, my mind is going out. I mean, his mind is not happy with the object, meditation object. That is the reason. Not because of, sometimes they report, oh, because of the chicken. I hear the chicken and the mind go. Not because of chicken. Not because of dog. Because of the mind is not happy with the meditation object. It go out. Okay, so when the mind is happy and starting from the satisfaction, satisfied with the object, and the gladness come, rapture come, tranquility come, and happiness come. Right? When the mind is happy with that, happiness is there, then concentration comes. When the concentration is already established, what you have to do is you need to draw it back to the Satipatthana again. So the Buddha is giving this method. Right? Now, if you know that and then you're trying to practice, yeah? Okay, the purpose for the sake of which I direct the mind has been achieved. It means taking the mind to the inspiring object is to accumulate the concentration, to give right the concentration through the gladness, rapture, tranquility, happiness. Then when the concentration is already established, or mind become concentrated, then your purpose or taking to the inspiring side is already accomplished. Then what you have to do is draw the mind back to the Satipatthana again. You have to do it again and again, right? Whenever the mind already getting tired, just like, and you have to stay here, and if you have a child together, and if you say, I want to go back, I want to go somewhere, and you have to make it happy. In the same way, yeah? Then, so draw or withdraw the mind, sorry, you should not stay there all the time, because it is not the purpose. The purpose is to accomplish in the practice of Satipatthana. Sometimes maybe you need to change your object, focusing on the inspiring side. Buddhanusati, the 4 protective bhavana already given. What are the 4? Have you ever heard of them? One is Buddhanusati, recollection of the Buddha. It makes your mind happy and inspire you in the practice. By the power of, oh, I have a great teacher, I should do like this. Buddhanusati. Second one is Metta, right? Metta. And Asubha, because to reduce the attachment. If you have so much attachment on your body and on the other, you cannot meditate. You cannot keep doing this. So it's repulsiveness, the asubha. I'm living asubha. Like the dead body. If we see the dead body, is rotten and changing to the pounder of the bone finally. In the same way, as I'm living, my body is not turning towards this statement. When I die, I will definitely go there. So it's no different, only living. So when you recollect about the asubha, so attachment is suppressed. Then, so when the attachment is interrupted and you can remove. And the last one, what is that? Buddha Anusati, Metta, Asubha, Marana Anusati. Marana Anusati, every living being had to die one day. In the same way, I am going to die sooner or later. So if you have so many future projects, you are going to die. Why? What is the reason you are doing so, so attached to do that? Right? So when you think I'm so busy to do, okay, what is the purpose making yourself busy? What is more important than meditation? Like this, so you can keep yourself in meditation. You can let your mind make happy there. Okay, I'm meditating, which is the most important, most valuable at this. So by practicing these four, and you can train your mind. So these are inspiring objects. Also, still have some other inspiring sign. Anyway, you can do it. The purpose is you have to make your mind gladden with the object, with this meditation. Then you turn it back. Then without thought and examination, so internally mindful, I'm happy. So in this case, thoughts and examination is not running thought. Otherwise, the thought come and manipulate them so that you cannot meditate anymore. If it is not happy, the thoughts can come and other examination about the, or I have to think about, and sometimes, just repetition, the past events come up in your mind and all the time repeating. A friend's talking to you, or you want to talk something to your friend or your family member, the one session finished and then start again. This is usually happen in meditation. When it is happening, you see all the thoughts coming and the examination, then without such kind of interrupting thought, wandering thought, and the mind internally mindful, it means turn towards the meditation and the satipatthana again, and with the happiness, stay happy. So this is the first method the Buddha gave you. So now you know how to use it. And sometimes you don't need to do that. You don't need the inspiring sign. And here, the Buddha gave that without direction. Without direction means you don't need to change the object to the inspiring sign. You can keep, not directed outwardly. It means the outwardly means outward from the meditation, the satipatthana object. And that time, you come back to the satipatthana meditation as the inside, the internal area of internal object of your meditation, and then you come back and you can focus on the body as body, or feeling as feeling, or mind as mind, or phenomena as phenomena. And this is the first method. And second method is without directing to the inspiring sign. You don't need to do that. And here, the Buddha already mentioned. In the second method, it's not necessary to do that. You just need to train your mind, reminding that. Sometimes the second method is more difficult. The first method easier. You make your mind gladden, but when you are already experienced in meditation and satipatthana meditation, you know more about the mind, your own mind. In that case, when swept into another object is a kind of interruption, actually. Although it comes up with the gladness, rapture, tranquility, and happiness, concentration in the order, but it's going around. It's a kind of interruption. That's why when you can do without switching to the inspiring sign, you don't need to do that. You just switch to the Satipatthana itself. For example, the body to feeling. Still Satipatthana. So you don't need to switch to that. Or it keep going for body, just training, reminding yourself, oh, I'm practicing Satipatthana. I will make it. And make more effort, make more strong determination. Then you can keep going. The purpose is to keep your mind in the practice. So two methods. The first one, you can shift the object to the inspiring side so that your mind become concentrated again and keep practicing Satipatthana. And second method, you don't need to shift to the inspiring side. You just keep your mind in without any direction. Then finally, the Buddha say, here the Tathagata, the Buddha used the word, and I already teach. The compassionate teacher out of compassion for his disciple. So if the teacher has the great compassion, he should teach. And in that case, the Buddha already teach Satipatthana and give the instruction how to manage during the meditation. So the only thing you have to do is meditate by yourself. In that case, Buddha cannot do on behalf of you, right? So you have to train your mind. The Buddha cannot train your mind. This is only you who can train your mind. That's why the Buddha pointed out, I already gave the instruction, complete instruction, and here desiring your welfare. What the Buddha teaches is not for himself, it's for your welfare, for your benefit. The Buddha taught the Satipatthana, the way of Satipatthana. That's why I have done for you. So Buddha already attained the Prinnibbana because he has done from his past as a teacher. You cannot expect any more. Now, if you are thinking, oh, Buddha saved me, or Buddha already said, I have done for you from my past. Giving the instruction, teaching is the teacher is what? What the disciple is what is the Buddha pointed out. These are the feet or tree, the place for meditation. So now this is the place. So these are empty hearts. I mean, you don't need any other tool to meditate. You can meditate anywhere. Then Buddha say, meditate Ananda. Do not be negligent. If we are not practicing, we are negligent to the Buddha's teaching. What the Buddha teach for our welfare is to meditate, give them the instruction for meditation. Then lest you regret it later. If we negligence to the Buddha's teaching without practicing for our own benefits, that will lead regret. Finally, we're going to die at that moment. We know and we didn't do. We will regret losing our opportunity. This is our instruction to you. The Buddha given to this instruction to Prinnibbana Ananda. Prinnibbana Ananda still need to meditate, right? So until the Buddha take the Prinnibbana for the last moment, the Prinnibbana Ananda just attained the first stage of enlightenment. He could not accomplish, making himself busy to taking care of the Buddha and learning the teaching. But finally, he could make it. He could attain the arhatship before he passed away. So he already attained the Prinnibbana. For him, it's done. So you have to consider for yourself. Okay. Thank you for your attention today, participation here in the Bhikkhuni Sutta.